Welcome to the Roost. Today I am going to show you my thought process when I'm working on a challenge card. Now this challenge happens to be a layout challenge, as you can see in the photo. And you know, my first thing when I do that is this really helps me design something, but then I start thinking, what am I going to do? So being it's fall right now and I'm kind of in fall mode, and I saw the banners, I thought of falling leaves. So this is the area where most of my creative process takes place. So I started thinking leaves, and my first thought was the vintage leaves. They're a little bit big for what I wanted to do, but that was my my first thought was vintage leaves. And I know that I have framelits that match, which is always awesome because I don't have to cut things out. So my first card that I came up with was this one, and I'll just show it to you with the challenge here. You can see where my mind was going. You know, I've got the square and I've got these leaves flowing here. Now I added the little bit of bling with the orange glimmer paper. Then I started thinking maybe I want it a little smaller, so I'm going to take you through my process of making it a little smaller here. So I've cut it down to, this is actually a 3 1/4 inch square, so then this is a 3 1/2 inch square. And I'm just going to take, sticking with my fall colors, I'm going to start with some cherry cobbler. And the big maple leaf, because that's kind of my focal point, is going to be the big maple leaf. And then, because I have matching framelits, somewhere here in this mess, there is just a thin piece. Oh, here we go. I've just cut out a piece of scrap paper, the maple leaf, so I'm going to lay this on here so that when I stamp the other leaves, it'll make my maple leaf look like it's on the top rather than on the bottom. So then I'm going to take this popple looking leaf, turn yellow, so I'm going to go with some crushed curry, which is a pretty good matching color for that. And I might even put a couple of these on here. Squish them down good. Another maple leaf over there, or I'm sorry, popple. And then I'm going to take the oak leaf, my mask on there, and then I'm going to take some tangerine tango because oaks tend to get like a dark burnished brown with a little bit of orange to them, and I'm going to just kind of put him across here, and I might even add a little bit on this side. We're just going to cover it in leaves. Okay, so now you see I've got my maple leaf covered, so it's going to be on the top. Doesn't that look awesome? So when I adhere something onto glimmer paper, I like to use the fast fuse. Just because with all the glitter on there, it sometimes doesn't stick as well. So I am going to go ahead and remember to do the little check mark on the end when you're using that. We'll go ahead and adhere that. I'm going to stick with the other half of my soft suede, and I've actually cut this at 4 1/4 and scored it at 5 1/2. I usually do my cards the other direction, but I wanted this one just a little bit different. So then this is going to be pretty similar to this one, but I've just cut it down just a hair in size. I wanted more of my my little banners of leaves to show. So I'm going to stick that there. And then I actually used leaves from a couple different sets to stamp my my little leaves, and I did hand cut these. These are from the it's this littlest leaf from the Bunch of Blossoms, and then also from the Botanical Blooms. I've used the smallest leaf with the oh gosh, the little veins. So You'll see I used a couple different ones here. So then I am just going to, lay these in that. You can do them, like they're hanging, but I'm making my banner of leaves. So go ahead and adhere these. And kind of a random pattern, but flowing with that banner, down each side of the banner look. Then I'm going to take the thank you, and we'll do this one, I think, in the cherry cobbler. Can't do two cards alike, So we'll just stamp this on another piece of, and this is actually, I forgot to tell you, this is Whisper White. So it's the soft suede Whisper White and pumpkin glimmer paper is what I'm using for paper. And now if you want to do it as an oval, you could go ahead and do that, but I am just going to hand cut this for a free-handed kind of a look. And then I'm going to take my cherry cobbler again and a sponge dauber and just give the edges of this a little bit of sponging. We'll take a couple of dimensionals and as I'm looking at this, I'm thinking this would be a great spot to add a little bit of ribbon. So now my thought process, of course, is going black, orange, yellow. So then I just whip out what I find in my my ribbon bin, and I do kind of like the black and orange because it is like that time of the year. And I do have a brand new one. Gold apparently was a popular color. I've got a brand new one here, and I know I've had several. Can't slow down, to think too much. You gotta just keep at it when the creative genius strikes. Oh, I'm liking the gold. Okay, so then to attach this ribbon, we're just going to add a good glob of snail here. And then I want at least a couple different colors, I'm thinking. Oh, I think the black. Okay, let's see. That's looking pretty good. A little bit of contrast to the pumpkin. And there. It's a lot of fun when you have use the challenge cards to spark your creativity. Quick and easy, although now I have this mess to clean up, so maybe not quite as easy as I thought. But thanks for stopping by at the Roost. Hope you can come again someday.